folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. I'm your host, Sean Patrick Erschen, and with me is the lovely Christie Marie.
Hello.
And today we're doing another movie review, and this is going to be about Barbarian from 2022, written and directed by Zach Cregger, starring Georgina Campbell as Tess, Bill Skarsgard as Keith, and Justin Long as AJ. And we found this one on Netflix, and it was recommended to us by a friend of Christie.
Christian.
Yes. So thank you, Christian, for the recommendation. And yeah, I thought it was a really solid horror flick. You guys know I'm an old school horror guy. I love the classic horror stuff, like then Universal and the Hammer stuff, but now and then I find a good modern horror flick, and I thought this was a pretty solid one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so basic gist of the film, it starts off, this young girl named Tess books an Airbnb in Detroit, Michigan, kind of a seedy side of town, but the house itself is very nice. It seems very nice anyway. And
for a job interview.
Yes, right, for a job interview. And she finds that someone else is in the house. She sees the light go on and like, what the hell is going on? There's someone already in there. So she knocks on the door, and yeah, there's a dude in there already, a young dude named Keith. And
who's also known for
obviously Pennywise and Stephen King's It and the recent Nosferatu and a lot of other stuff, the Crow remake recently. And yeah, she thinks she doesn't know what's going on. If this guy's like a squatter or something, just staying there, like maybe a homeless dude trying to stay there or something. But it turns out it's legit. It got accidentally double booked, so they decide might as well just make the best of it and stay there together, at least temporarily.
Because it was bad weather.
Yeah.
And he was concerned about her safety because he said, I don't know, you weren't here during the day. It's pretty bad out there, so
yeah.
I wouldn't feel safe.
It's a rough...
I wouldn't feel right sending you out there.
Yeah, exactly. It's a rough, seedy town. You look outside and there's all graffiti all over the houses. They're all run down and bashed in, Not a safe place for a young woman to go walking around at night.
No. Mm-hmm.
So, they decide to make the best of it, and, he seems like a decent enough guy,
And she even goes on her job interview, and then when she's telling the job interviewer, she's like, okay, I'm going to be in touch with you. And it comes up where she's staying, and even the job interviewer's like, you shouldn't be there, like...
Yeah.
It's very dangerous,
wow.
No, it's really nice, the house is nice, it's fine, and she's like, no, we really shouldn't be staying there.
Yeah, and she starts to,
So they go back to the house, and then Keith comes back to the house, and...
Yeah. Things start getting weird, like at night when she's trying to sleep, and the door suddenly is open when she wakes up, and like, did you open the door? And she asks the guy, and he's making loud, crazy noises, like in his sleep, and like, what's up with this guy? She thinks maybe he's some kind of nut or something, but
he's not the problem.
Yeah, we find out that he is not the problem.
Spoiler alert, I guess.
Spoiler alert, yeah. There is going to be some spoilers in this review, just so you know, to warn you. There is going to be some spoilers. If you have not seen the film at all, definitely check it out. You can check it out on Netflix right now, or on streaming. There's all kinds of streaming sources you can see it on. But yeah, she when she's alone one day after a job interview, she goes downstairs because she runs out of toilet paper or whatever, and she sees this really kind of dark and weird down there, and then she keeps stumbling upon other rooms and other doors to other rooms. It's like some kind of weird Dungeon of Doom down there or something.
Yeah, it goes from like rooms to a dungeon.
Yeah,
like a tunnel, like
and there's like
stone tunnel.
Yeah, there's like cages and stuff, like for dogs or something. Like what?
Yeah, just
not
sanitary.
Creepy. And there's one room where there's a camera, an old camera set up, and the bed looks all nasty, like something bad happened in that bed.
Bloody handprint on the wall.
Yeah, a bloody handprint on the wall, yeah. And then she ends up locking herself down there, and she starts freaking out, and
Keith comes home.
Yeah, luckily Keith comes home and, helps her out, gets her to climb through the window. And then he decides to check it out, like, alright, what's going on? I'm going to check it out. And then, he's like, you stay
take a woman's word.
Right.
She said, don't go in there, but
You just had to.
You don't listen.
He just had to find out himself. Typical man. And then, of course, he ends up disappearing. Like, what happened? Where'd you go? So she starts going down there looking for him, and it's all dark and creepy down there, and she uses the light on his cell phone, Can't rely on that too long. Cell phones run out of battery power. But the further she goes, the creepier it gets, and she does start hearing his voice like, help me, And she does finally catch up with him. He's like freaking out, there's someone down here,
Yeah.
And then someone creeps out of the shadows, grabs him, bashes his head against the wall like 100 times, and spoiler alert, kills him. So, Bill Skarsgård doesn't last all that long in the film.
No, he doesn't.
It's kind of a shocker. You think he's going to either be the bad guy or what,
Yeah. Because he's a little off in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he could be a little weird. He could be the antagonist or whatever, but like you said, when he's not the problem. We find out this crazy, like, weird, deformed-looking naked lady. And he locks her in... she locks her in the cage.
Yep.
And then we skip to AJ, this guy AJ, played by...
So it's not even that far further in history. It's just a short time later.
Right. They just kind of skip to him and he's in his car.
How he plays into it.
Goofy ass dude, singing along.
He's creepy. Justin Long, I don't know.
She's not a big fan of Justin Long.
He's just creepy.
And he kind
of... the character sucks. Like, well, that's the point, too. His character is not likable.
So he owns the Airbnb, and it turns out he gets fired from his job because he allegations come out that he raped a girl, or allegedly.
Well, he did kind of admit to it, though.
Kind of when he's in the club,
in the bar with his friend.
The bar with his friend, it's like,
she didn't want to, but I got to convincing her.
She said no at first. Really, dude.
Yeah.
But then he gets fired, and then he goes back to the Airbnb to stay there for a while, I guess.
Well, he needs money, so he's going there because it's an investment property. So he's going there to measure, which comes into play why he's in the basement too. Like,
right,
let me measure. Let me measure the basement so I can get the most square footage, so I can get the most money out of this property.
Yeah, and then he busts out the tape, and he keeps going down the basement, and there's more and more rooms. It's longer and longer and longer.
Yes!
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, all excited, like, there's more rooms. Not even, like, the fact that there's a bloody mattress and blood prints on the wall, just like, more square footage!
That doesn't faze him. The creepy camera in the room with the bed, it didn't even
But he's a creep,
bother
so
him.
I guess that's why.
Until, of course, he meets the crazy naked lady.
Well, he met what's her face first.
Well, he gets locked in there with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was her name again?
By the crazy naked lady. I don't remember what her name is. Oh, Tess, yes. They do manage to escape the house, and then the lady runs after them, and she runs her over with the car. But she's pretty damn tough, you know. She doesn't go down easy, you know. She keeps getting back up, you know.
But what?
Like
I mean, is
monster.
she technically she's not a human, or is
I
she?
guess some
Like,
kind of subhuman, like, monster or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Scary.
Creepy claws and crazy face. Yeah, yeah, scary.
Yeah.
Like a monster almost.
Her boobies are hanging all out,
Yeah.
and she's naked, and she got long hair. It's like, ah.
Yeah. But then they flash back to this dude that used to live in the house years ago when the house was, the whole neighborhood was all nice and brand new houses and everything. And this dude is creepy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like the one who was, well, a little more put together than the guy who was in Silence of the Lambs, but on that.
Yeah, along those lines, definitely like a Buffalo Bill type weirdo or something.
Yeah.
And he's like apparently stalking young women and taking them back to the house, and like we see him go to the supermarket and he's just buying food to like
Baby food.
Yeah.
Baby products.
Baby products, yeah.
Because they want to have babies, because the monster wants babies.
Yes.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
What was the reason, Ben?
Well, we find that he rapes women, and he abducts women, takes them to the house, and rapes and impregnates them. And, you know, he has so many babies, that he's done this so much that the babies have babies, and then eventually they become these creepy sloth women. You know.
Did I fall asleep again?
No, you missed that part?
Apparently.
Yeah, don't you remember when the homeless guy, you know, when they run down the street and the
But I only
homeless
saw the
guy
one woman.
tries to help?
Did they show multiple babies?
No, the homeless guy just tells them about
Okay.
it. You know what's going on in the house and the whole kind of backstory.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just saw the one woman.
Yeah.
I mean-
We don't see any of the others. That's another question I was wondering. Like, what happened to all the other women? You know,
Yeah.
all the other babies that grew up, and what happened to them? Are they like these monsters too? Like, but they don't really explain that in the movie.
Something.
Could be a sequel. You know, it could be left open for a sequel, right?
It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, once they run down the
I
street.
don't know if it's really technically good enough for a sequel.
Well, you know, it was in 2022. It probably would have been one by now, but but yeah, there's room there if they wanted to make a sequel.
Yeah. But I was telling Christian that, talking about Sean, I'm like, the reason I just don't get into movies is they're so predictable.
Yeah.
And he gave me a few movies. He's like, listen, you're not going to see this coming. Which, yeah.
But I thought it was a nice twist. It was a
Yeah.
nice, like, story behind it. It wasn't so predictable, really.
No, I don't think it was predictable either.
Yeah. It was well directed, too. The Zach Cregger, this was his first directorial debut, so I thought he did a real good job. The acting is very good. Tess, the girl who plays Tess, Georgina Campbell, very good.
Yeah.
I've never seen her before, have you?
No.
And
She must be out there, though, because she was good.
yeah.
She must be in something.
Yeah, I haven't seen her anything else, but she's
She's a
very
whole lot better than Justin Long.
He's just the same as he is in every movie. Same, like, weirdo, like,
Alright,
nerd.
comment down below. What is your opinion on Justin Long?
Yes, comment below. What are your thoughts on Justin Long in general?
Like, why are we bashing on him? Okay, maybe not. That's mean. Never mind.
But Skarsgard's very good. He's always really good.
Yeah.
But yeah. What are your overall thoughts on the film in general?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty solid modern day horror flick, some good scares, and it's not super, super gory. There's a couple nasty kills when the, like, Justin Long gets it, you know? When she pokes his eyes out, splits his...
Oh, don't tell him everything.
Alright.
Too late. Go ahead.
I said spoilers. But there's a couple nasty kills, you know, there is. But it's never too over the top, you know, and super bloody and gory, but there's enough there for gore hounds to dine on, but definitely a solid modern horror flick, so thank you, Christian, for the recommendation.
Yes, Christian, thank you.
Do we give it 2 devil horns up?
Okay, I feel funny doing that. But okay.
That's my thing.
That's your thing?
That's my thing.
It's his thing. Okay. Don't mind us.
Alright, guys.
He's like, yeah, I'm just going to edit that out.
Anyway, we recommend you check it out. Fun date night horror flick to check out on Netflix. If you at home, you want to Netflix and chill, you know.
Yeah. Anywho.
So check it out, guys. And thank you for joining me, Sean Patrick Erschen, and the lovely Christie Marie at the Horror Corner. Tune in and stay scared. Good evening, folks, and we got some brand new merchandise for you over at www.thehorrorcona.com, and that's CONA.com. Representing the Horror Corner. Great new design. We got the Morbid Hour live stream there, you got the Horror Hangout live stream there, and you got my nemesis, the Dark Fate. So grab your t-shirt over at www.thehorrorcona.com. And we also got this beautiful new mug. Look at that. Very, very cool. Thought that came out really nice. So grab your merchandise today over at www.thehorrorcona.com. Folks, don't forget to grab your Sean Patrick Erschen gear and represent the Horror Corner. Also check out these awesome mugs we have. Perfect for your coffee. And definitely check out the Horror Hangout live stream t-shirt and represent the legacy of the Horror Hangout. Check out the link in the description below this video.